Hey, what's up friends? Welcome back to my kitchen for another video. My name is Derek from Simnett Nutrition, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make amazing Buddha bowls, just like this one. And I'm also going to be showing you how to make a delicious sauce to go with it, so it's extra amazing. But the beauty about Buddha bowls is that you can make them different every single time you make them, so you never have to get bored with having healthy dinners ever again. Whenever I post my bowls on my Instagram stories, I'm bound to get a few questions from people that are like, Derek, what is the recipe for that? I need it in my life. And the truth is, there's usually not a recipe. Usually I just put a bunch of foods together carefully, and yeah, that's it. So I guess that kind of is a recipe in itself, but I never have one written down. I just kind of go with it, use what I have in the fridge, and just what I'm feeling that day. So I'm gonna share with you guys how I put my bowls together right now. Generally, a Buddha bowl consists of a grain, a bean, a green, and some sauce. And then usually a bunch of other little things to add to it just to make it more tasty and healthier and add some more color to it. So that is the key with Buddha bowls, is you want a lot of variety. You want lots of different flavors, you want lots of colors, lots of textures, and even lots of different temperatures of food. Well, not lots of different temperatures, but just some stuff warm, some stuff cold and fresh. Why does it feel so good to do that after you drink water? Doesn't feel good on its own, but after water, it's good for some reason. So dig into the fridge and pull out some colorful stuff. This is often a really good time to look for some leftovers that you might need to use up too. Next, I choose the main source of calories for the bowl. So usually this is a grain, but it could be like beans, lentils, potatoes even, or any combination of the above. And another one that I really like is quinoa. And that's what I'm gonna be using today. And I know quinoa is a seed, but we're just gonna be using it in place of a grain today. It's usually how I use it. So this is what usually takes the longest to cook, unless of course you're using leftovers or some canned beans or lentils. But I'm gonna start cooking this now, and this is a really good opportunity to cook a little bit of extra food so that you have leftovers for the next day, so you're not starting from scratch. So I'm gonna cook up a whole bunch of quinoa. You guys have probably heard me say this before, but in order to get the tastiest quinoa, you really wanna rinse it really well. So just rinse and then discard the water a few times until it's no longer bubbly and cloudy. So I'm gonna be cooking this in some vegetable broth just because we have some left over. It's a nice way to add some extra flavor to the quinoa. But you could always add some herbs and spices as well while it cooks. And if you guys ever need to know how much liquid to add to the quinoa, this little trick works where you put your finger down into the liquid, and as soon as your finger touches the quinoa, the water should be up to that very first knuckle. I'm never very good at explaining this, but this is how it goes. Finger in, down to the very first crease in my finger, right there. Works perfect every time. Watch. Well, this time it's not gonna work. So next I like to think of a protein, and I put it in air quotes because you guys know that all plant foods have protein. The quinoa right there, that's got lots of protein in it. Everything in this bowl is gonna have some protein in it, but you guys know what I mean by that. Everyone kind of just talks that way. You gotta have a protein, a starch, or this, that. So this could be something like sauteed tofu. You could do baked tempeh, even your favorite mock meat would work as well if you wanted to go that route. But today I'm gonna be doing a baked tempeh. I'm just gonna be putting a really simple sauce on it just to give it a little bit of flavor, and I'll show you guys how I'm doing that right now. That's redundant. That is one beautiful looking piece of tempeh right there, isn't it? Damn. So tempeh is really plain. You gotta season it. If you've ever tried it before and you didn't like it, it's probably because you didn't prepare it right or didn't put some flavoring on it. So here's what we're gonna do. So you could cut the tempeh into either strips or cubes. You could even crumble it if you wanted, but I'm gonna be cutting it into strips. So just get yourself a nice shallow dish and just add all these things to it. So I don't really have any measurements for you here, guys, because this is a really loose recipe, but just a bunch of brags. This is like a soy sauce or a tamari. Some mustard. This is a spicy brown mustard. It's really good for sauces and marinades. We've got some hot sauce. I've actually never tried this one before, so this should be fun. A little bit of maple syrup. This is obviously optional, but I do find tempeh to be a little bit bitter, so I like to balance that out with a bit of sweet. And some garlic powder. Just give this a quick mix. So it's always a good idea to taste your marinade or your sauces before you dump it all over your food, because if it sucks, well, that would suck. Okay, wow, no, it's really good, super strong. You do not want to have this as a sauce, but it's gonna be great with the tempeh. So I'll just fire this in here. And what I like to do is I like to just like press on the tempeh a little bit just to really work the flavors in. You could also use like another bowl or plate on top of this if you didn't want your fingers to get too mucky. So just make sure you get all the sides. You want this like nice and coated and to absorb some of those flavors. If you have time to marinate it overnight, that'd be even better, but I ain't got time for that. Feels like I'm playing the piano. Tempeh is the best, but you've got to season it just like this with some sauce. Make it very yummy. This lockdown's hard on me here. Okay. That was like a pretty fire song though. How many people out there can say they played the tempeh piano? So once you've worked the flavors into that a little bit, next you just want to transfer it to a baking tray. You could probably just cook it right in there if you wanted to, but I feel like that'd be hard to clean up. And these little silicone mats are so nice, non-stick, and yeah, it makes it really easy. So there is some more room on this baking tray, and usually I would like fill it up with some other stuff, but just for the simplicity of this video, I'm just gonna leave it. So this is going in the oven. It's about 350 degrees. It should probably only take like 20 minutes or so. Tempeh is the best. Okay. So while everything is cooking, I usually like to take this opportunity to make some sauce for the Buddha bowl. The sauce is a really important part of it because otherwise it's just a bunch of like dry veggies in a bowl. It's not a Buddha bowl. So yeah, you really want a good sauce. It kind of brings everything together, and you can include some healthy stuff in the sauce like I'm gonna do here. We're gonna get some tahini going on, lemon, some garlic. You guessed it, it's a lemon, garlic, tahini sauce. Let's make it. I'll show you guys how I do it. So it's really simple. These are all the ingredients that are going in there. I have tons of sauces on my channel, so I'll put them in the description box down below so you guys have lots to choose from. But this is just like a really simple one. It's gonna be perfect for this bowl. So we're gonna start out with a 1/4 cup of tahini. So there's lots of different types of tahinis out there, and if you guys have not found one you like, just like keep searching. Like the first few times I bought tahini, I was like, oh man, how could anybody like this stuff? It's terrible, it's bitter, it's grainy. But yeah, if you find a good one, then you will know what it's all about. If there's like a Lebanese store around you, they will definitely have some bomb tahini. So next I'm just gonna be using a date to sweeten it. You could use maple syrup as well. I'm only gonna use a half a date because these are jumbo sized dates. I'll be using the juice from half of a lemon, 2 fresh cloves of garlic, and a pinch or 2 of salt. And then I'm just gonna use 2 or 3 tablespoons of water to help it all blend up. So I think I'll start with 2, and I'll see if I need to add more after that. I always do this. If you start with the water and not the tahini, it makes it a lot easier for it all to blend up. If not, the tahini just sticks to the bottom. But this is what we do in life. We live and we learn. So it is too thick to pour. I'm gonna add another 2 tablespoons of water. So this is 4 total. All right, so that is a lot better. So this is gonna be really nice on top of it. Of course, you could like double or triple this sauce if you wanna just, you know, have some for later, put it in the fridge. It'll keep for, you know, a week or something like that. Oh yeah, and don't forget to taste your sauces before you put all the ingredients away, just in case you want to make any adjustments. No, that is perfect. Oh man, that fresh garlic in there. So after you're done all that, next is the funnest part, at least for me it is. I'm gonna chop up a whole bunch of brightly colored vegetables and then pull some other things out of the fridge that I think are gonna go with it, like sauerkrauts, sprouts, hot sauce, stuff like that. So do keep in mind with a Buddha bowl, a lot of the time, a lot of the flavors are kind of like separated, just to keep it like nice and bright and colorful and give variety. So just keep that in mind. Don't, you know, chop it up and mix it all together. You kind of want all these things to be separated. I'm actually gonna grate some carrots into this, and I don't usually like just like straight chunks of carrots, but grated carrots are really nice in a bowl like this. You could also do grated beets as well. And I'm also gonna be putting some sprouts in there too, and this is a blend of organic alfalfa, lentil, and radish sprouts. And I was looking at this kale and I'm like, I don't really feel like having raw kale in my bowl, so I'm actually just gonna chop it up really quickly and saute it. I really like sauteing my greens because I find that I can eat so much more of them if they're just like wilted down with a little bit of heat. So I'm just gonna put the kale into a saute pan. And then to add just a bit of flavor to it, I'm gonna add some of this Bragg's again. I love this stuff. Just a few sprinkles of that, it's really strong stuff. And then some garlic powder too. This is really all you need. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys this little hack. That I like to use to cook broccoli because it really doesn't take a lot of time to cook it. You just need a little steam, a little heat, and I'd rather not clean another dish if I didn't have to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add it on top of the quinoa, just like, 5-6 minutes before it's done. Put the lid back on and let the steam cook the quinoa in there. Oh yeah, let's go. Check out this tempeh. All right, I gotta try this real quick. Oh yeah, it's good. Wow, really good. Okay.
Have a piece?
Yeah, of course. Camera woman needs to be fed too. All right, so we're pretty much ready to just build our bowl. So next thing you're gonna need is a nice big bowl. One of the most common questions I often get from you guys, or at least on my stories, is where do I get my bowls? And it's funny that that's like such a commonly asked question because I never really think about it, but we always go to the thrift store to look for bowls. And then we've just like kind of accumulated a bunch like throughout the years. We've definitely taken some off of our parents, like our favorite bowls. But yeah, we just keep our eye out whenever we're at the thrift store or any like sort of quirky stores, like kitchen stores that have stuff like this. We just keep looking for them. Oh, Royal Dalton. Okay. Is that good? Is that good?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, quinoa is good. Or quinoa, what is that? Kale? Kale. And I'm gonna add the grains first, but that means I gotta get those guys out of the way. What the heck? So look at that, perfectly cooked quinoa, nice and fluffy. The broccoli is nicely cooked as well. I love that little hack. And I have one less dish to cook.
Clean.
And I have one less dish to clean. So first I'm gonna add the grains, or seeds in this case, but you guys know what I mean. So I'm just gonna make a nice pile of that. Next I'm gonna add the greens, which is the sauteed kale in this case. And another trick to making your bowls the most aesthetic they can be, this is definitely not a strength of mine, but I know this trick really works, is rather than putting two of the same color together like this, don't do that. You gotta separate them. So you put the other green, over there. So it's like, beige, green, there's gonna be colors here. So it's not the same color duplicated. Some of the colorful stuff. So we got orange carrot. Next is the purple cabbage. And the nice thing about this is we're gonna be adding some sauce to it. So it's okay that it is, just some raw veg and they're not seasoned. It's gonna be good. And then the red bell pepper. Just gonna squeeze that into the corner. We're running out of space pretty quick here. And then that tempeh, oh my gosh. And then the tempeh. Just like, look how nicely this turned out. Man, I'm so excited to eat this. This is gonna be amazing. And then I think the sprouts are gonna go just perfectly in the middle. Oh man, yeah, look at this. Still got a few things to add. I'm just making a little spot for the sauerkraut. And then I'm just gonna be adding a couple spoonfuls of hummus. This is a great addition to Buddha bowls. So like I said, it's just so good having lots of different flavors and colors and different things to choose from in the bowl. That is what you want. All right, so the bowl is all ready to go. It is looking like a rainbow. So I just went and added some seaweed flakes to the hummus there, just to add a little, extra flavor, a little more nutrition. But yeah, I think it's pretty ready to go. I think it's just time to add the sauce. I only get one chance to add this sauce. Was there anything else I wanted to do? No. And then I like my stuff a little spicy, so I'm gonna add a little bit of hot sauce as well. So it's ready to go, but you don't have to stop there. You can just keep adding stuff. That is like the beauty of these bowls. So I'm actually gonna add some pumpkin seeds as well. Those good ones that...
Oh, the good ones are in the small little...
Oh, this one, okay.
Yeah.
And then while we're here, why not just fire some hemp seeds on there as well? You can never have too many hemp seeds in your life. All right, so I think it is pretty well done. I mean, you can go on forever just continuing to add stuff. Like I just thought I'd have some green onion there. That'd be good on top. There's some other stuff in the fridge I was thinking about putting on here, but no. At some point, you gotta say this is ready to be eaten and you just gotta get it down the hatch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. That's my main goal with these videos, is to give you ideas, inspire you to eat healthier, to take control of your health. And by eating healthy and exercising, it's the best way that we can do that, and it's more important now than ever. So if you guys did get something out of this video, definitely please hit the like button. It gives me so much help in the algorithms and all that. You guys know this already. Subscribe so you can see more from me if you enjoyed the recipes here, and leave a comment down below. Let me know your favorite things to put into a Buddha bowl. Just one last quick thing, if you guys are looking for more recipes, more guidance on a plant-based diet, you definitely want to check out the plant-based bundle that's available right now. So a bunch of us creators have got together, put our ebooks, workout plans, guides, and everything into a big bundle for you guys. And we've made it $50, so it's like a $2,000 value. There's over 80 recipe ebooks, guides, workout plans, all that sort of stuff in there. So if you are interested, like I said, it's only available until November 30th, so you only have a couple more days to take advantage of it. Definitely check the link in the description box down below. You guys will have more recipes than you ever need. But this is the only one you need, a Buddha bowl. Have a good night, guys, or day, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. Much love. I appreciate your time and attention. See you with another video soon. Bye. Oops, I almost forgot to try it for you guys. I mean, we know all these things are gonna be good together, but I better give it a taste, give it the seal of approval, the Simnett Nutrition approved stamp. So let's try it out. Where do I even start with this? I'll get a little tempeh and see whatever else joins the fork for the ride. Go. Oh, yeah. That is what I'm talking about. Holy crap. Whoa. That hot sauce got me. All right, I'm gonna try the kale here now, because you know what, you gotta eat your greens. You gotta be healthy and eat your greens. Oh yeah, that's good too. You know when the kale is good, it's a good dish. Man, I love Buddha bowls. This is gonna be easy to eat. Wow. Hey, 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 hey!
Hey!
Stay away from the Buddha bowl. No, I'm just kidding. Here you go. Help yourself.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, I know. Get a little of everything in there. It's fire.